Hello, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. It is time for Taroscopes. Today, I'm going to be doing the Taroscopes for the sign of Scorpio, the Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising for the month of June. Sorry, obviously, this is not a January outfit. June 2024. All right, so before we get to the tarot, let's talk a little astrology. So there's been certainly a lot of things happening this year. We expected this to be a very active year. And as we open the month of June, the biggest activity is happening in the sign of Gemini, which is not that unusual because Gemini is the sign that the sun is in the beginning of June. However, we also have Venus in Gemini, and we have Mercury moving into Gemini in the first week of June. We also have Jupiter just moved into Gemini at the end of May. And while the Sun and Mercury and Venus spend, in the case of the Sun, about a month, and Mercury and Venus are direct, so they're not spending extra time in Gemini, we certainly have Jupiter, which is going to be spending the next year in Gemini. And for you, Gemini is your sixth house. No, sorry, Scorpio, Taurus, Gemini, Scorpio. Is that your eighth house? So this is a time for you to really review your shared resources. This is a time for you to make sure your taxes, now that the tax stuff is something that you want to, you can do over the year that Jupiter is in Gemini. You just want to make sure that, your I's are dotted, your T's are crossed and all of that stuff. There is a lot of information coming in with this Gemini energy, and all of that is going to be coming into your eighth house, which is the natural house for Scorpio. So it's a very sort of psychic house, but it's very hidden. There's a lot of hidden things in that house. And so, one of the things Scorpio is real good at is being a detective. And so there's a lot of information coming in that may need some detective work, but there's nobody better suited for getting to the bottom of the bottom line than Scorpio. And then on the 20th of June, the sun moves into Cancer. This is your ninth house. And of course, Cancer is a sign that's another water sign. So there's a trine energy to that water sign. So there's a lot more flow. And so as the month goes, the beginning of the month may be a little bit more, not difficult necessarily, but not as comfortable as towards the end of the month when things go into Cancer. To have a new moon in Gemini on the 6th. And so that may be an opportunity for you to start a new relationship, maybe with a new financial advisor or a new accountant, or just, revise your relationship with your accountant or your financial advisor. And we have a full moon in the sign of Capricorn. So that Capricorn Cancer axis is the axis of security in your chart. However, it falls in the ninth, third house axis. So how secure are you about what you believe and what you know? Okay, so that's what that full moon sort of brings up for you. And it brings up for you to look at it and evaluate it. And Saturn does go retrograde towards the end of this month. Saturn is in Pisces. It's gone as far forward into Pisces as it's going to go this year. It's, I think, up to 20, and then it backs away, and I think goes back to 15 or 16, and then goes back over and then continue next year. But your Cancer house for you is your fifth house. And so there could be some reevaluation around your children, perhaps, or your creativity or your romance. So just take that into consideration. You want to go by the facts. Go on the facts, guys. All right, let's take a look at the tarot. I am using the Spellcasters deck, the Modern Spellcasters deck, one of my favorite new decks. I just love the art in this deck. And let's see what's up for Scorpio. I'm doing this in my office on my stained glass table that I made a number of years ago when Spirit told me you must make this. And so I did, because I listen to Spirit. Spirit usually dictates what creative things I'm going to be doing. The painting behind you was a series I did for all the signs, and I believe that was in 2022. And the most recent creative project is doing Trees of Life. This is one of them. This isn't quite done yet. I still have stuff to do on that. And then there's this one. She's a rainbow. And this actually like comes off. Isn't that cool? Ooh, ooh. I'm gonna have to tape it down, but I kind of like that it flops around a bit. All right. Showing you my creativity. Okay. We start with the Magician. Okay. So this is about focused intention. Where your attention goes, the energy flows. So pay attention to where you're putting your attention, right? What are you focusing on? Are you focusing on improving your life? Are you focusing on a relationship, trying to control something? Are you focusing on what's going on in the outer world and wringing your hands and saying, oh dear, this is the end of the world? Well, in a way it is. It's the end of the world as we know it. We constantly create new things, don't we, with our attention? The challenge here is the Four of Pentacles. So this says to me, you need to focus on your resources and your finances. If you're not feeling secure, then perhaps you need to find a way that you can be more financially secure. We have the Three of Wands at the root here. This is a new adventure. This is a new sort of a commodifying your light kind of energy. And so perhaps that's what this is. How do I finance my dreams? I'm putting something out there, and how best can I focus myself and have the resources I need for that dream to manifest itself. Oh, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So you have the resources. It's beginning though. It's the beginning. You just started this process. I like that. The Nine of Swords, you're again, what are you focusing on? You don't focus on things you have no control over. The outer world you do not have control over. You only have the control of the inner world. This is anxiety. So this could be your anxiety, or this could be the world's anxiety. Like everything is terrible, and where are we going to go, and everything is falling apart, and all the stuff that you see out there. And in a way it is, because the paradigm is falling apart, but we have the power to create a new one. And that's where we have to focus our energy. We have to focus our energy on what we want to create, what on our foundation to be. Immediate future, the Fool, taking the leap of faith. This is about the new world. This is about the new, we can't go by the old way anymore. We have to, this is an opportunity for us to really sort of jump into a whole new order of things. How people see you, the Ace of Cups, loving, compassionate, empathetic. People really like you. They feel good around you when you're in a good mood. Your domestic situation, something's coming to an end and there's a new beginning. This is a manifestation. It's like a cycle is done and now a new cycle begins. And of course, the Fool card definitely indicates that you're going to be doing all kinds of new things this month, all kinds of new things coming into your life. And some of it is going to have to take a lot of faith. Your hopes and fears, I would say it's a fear. This is abuse of power, the Five of Swords, you know how people are. You know they can be jerks. I almost said something else. You can use your intuition on that. You know who's good and who's not. You know enough to stay away from those people. But you don't necessarily. Sometimes we feel we get um, victimized by them, whether we want to or not. We don't have to do that anymore. We don't have to be a victim of our circumstance, right? It's because on a certain level we accept that. It's time to recreate a new world through focused intention, focusing your energy on what you want to create. Outcome, Four of Swords, this is rest. It's funny because Leo got this card in the same place. So this is reminding us that you need to take the time to rest, especially if life seems to be creating too much angst and anxiety in your life. You need to get away. You need to rest. You need to meditate. You need to go to a place where you can feel safe and you can let down your guard. That's really what that says. We have the Page of Cups. I'm going to pick three, see if we can get a major arcana. This is sort of this is a little licentious, this Page of Cups, but this is kind of about having a good time, but you do need to be careful with that. Something is coming to an end. There's something ending here. And the burdens. So maybe you need to stop drinking or stop doing something, stop partying here, because it's coming to an end and you have to figure out a better way to carry your burdens. Let's see what's underneath. We have the Knight of Pentacles, which is about protecting your resources, protecting what's yours. The Eight of Pentacles, which is about, again, it's this energy of sort of protecting your resources and then moving out of troubled waters. So this is saying that if there's anybody in your life that's causing you to make bad choices or influencing you to make bad choices like these people here, right? You need to move away from that. It's time for you to move away from that if you want to make a success of your life. Okay. All right, let's pull a rune. I've been pulling runes for everybody. Let's see what rune comes up for Scorpio. All right. Let's collect myself here. Also, I keep them in this. This is, for those of you who know Ona, this is Jibs. Even got a tail. I keep my favorite decks in the Jibs bag. All right. Let us pick, nope, a rune. Oh, here we go. I'm watching my cat outside. Bonjour. Bonjour. This is joy. I did pick it upside down. So if you don't have joy in your life, then you need to do something different because joy is available to you. This speaks of coming from your lower self, and this speaks of coming from your higher self. So if you come from your lower self, you will not have joy. If you come from your higher, it's when you can connect with joy and intuition and making your life better. You have to get out of the mix or the milieu that's dragging you down. It's your choice. All right, let's pull a angel ancestor card. I just saw my cat go up the driveway. I'm gonna make sure he's not getting too close to the road. He's usually pretty good at that. He's not interested in anything on the side of the road. He's an old boy. Sorry about the noise. Arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. Under the warrior symbols. Warrior symbols, 2018. Okay. Surround yourself with positive people and experiences and environments that make you feel safe. Call on your angels, guides, and ancestors to bring you protection. If you are in a situation where you feel that you are not, I'm sorry, if you are in a situation where you feel that not everything is as clear as it seems, trust your intuition. There are energies in your current situation that aren't fully aligned with your intentions and goals or with kindness. Follow your intuition about who to trust and what to trust. If you can, take time to retreat or step out of the situation to assess what is going to be beneficial for you. Do so. In any event, this is a time to call on the energy of protection and to place yourself in a space that feels safe. I told you. All right, Scorpio, you know what to do. All right, they don't have to step on your tail to sting, right? You just move yourself out of the situation. Remember, the fool moves himself to a new place. All right, great month. Like and subscribe if you would. A thumbs up is helpful. If you subscribe to my channel, that's also helpful. You can always, if you subscribe, you get, the bell and all that stuff. Get indications of when videos come out. Every morning I do an astrology walk about the garden and talk about what's going on in the stars and observe what's going on in the garden at the same time, sometimes simultaneously. But for those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Most people really enjoy that. And it's a good way to know what the energy of the day is going to be like. What do you need to be? Always good for, what is that? Forewarned is forearmed, right? And that might come in handy for you, Scorpio. I am doing a transit class that's beginning May 27th, that day. It's a 6-week class. Classes happen from 7 to 9 Eastern, and I do record them. So if you can't make all the classes, you still get the classes. It is a transit class, so you do have to have a general knowledge of astrology, including the planets, the signs, and the houses. But you don't have to be an expert. I just have to know the language kind of to benefit. Let's see what else is happening. My husband has a nest of some sort in his hand. I'm sorry, I got distracted by my husband. Okay. What else? What else? What else? I am also going to be starting a new introduction to the Kabbalah. If you're interested in that, you can drop me an email. There'll be links below for all of this, so you don't have to fret to write it down. It's down below in the drop down menu. I want to see who's interested, and then as far as times, because it will run into the summer, and I want to make sure that people can do this summer. I sometimes have trouble in summer with classes because people would rather be enjoying themselves outside. But it is 7 to 9, although if you're in California, it's actually great. But you guys got such good weather all the time. You're not like us in New England. You got to wait to get good weather, right? So, all right. Have yourself a great day and a great month. I'll see you again next month. Take care of yourselves and be your best kid. Okay. You don't need to stay in situations. Namaste.